Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jeannie. I'm going to be taking you through a tour of my current world before I officially start my Let's Play. So let's go ahead and get started. This is kind of a complicated world, so I'm going to try to not take too long to explain it. But we're going to start with the matriarch, and her name is Terry Schall. Her husband, Her husband is Nick, and he's the one wearing this plaid shirt right here. I did not actually create Nick. I got him from the exchange, and he has not done much. So when I first started playing Terry, her wish was to raise 5 children from children to teenager. And it says that she did 13, but she went into the future a lot, and she built bots. So some of those are bots. Sylvia Schall would like to chat. Does Philip Schall want to chat? Okay, just a quick explanation. Sylvia is one of the children, and Philip is one of the children. Sylvia, I moved out, so she is calling to talk to her brother. So sure, they'll talk to each other. So I guess Terry, in her old age, even though she's a young adult, decided to play drums. Nick I did not do a lot with. Nick is athletic, and he kind of, I leave him alone, and he's like, I'm gonna work. Whoa, okay, so that's a mod, and they're Ken dolls. So he doesn't do much but work out, and I had him create the imaginary friend potion to make his kids' imaginary friends real. So a couple of his kids married their imaginary friends. And then he makes the young again potion, so he and Terry actually stay young while their kids age. So a couple of the kids have actually already died, so I won't be able to show you them. So that's Nick. But Terry actually spent a lot of time in the future building bots. So this is one of her bots. Let's see, Geraldine Q. What does she have? Okay, she has all these. I'm not gonna go into the bot stuff. But that Terry would build bots for her family because they were horrible parents. And I would go back and check on the parents, and the kids, the babies, would be at home. So I had her build nanny bots so that the nanny bots would take care of the kids. Philip I've done nothing with. He's taken the young again potion, so he's young. Where is he? Alright, so he's here doing the virtual reality tour. I thought I was going to do something with him, which is why I kept him inside the household, but I never ended up doing anything with him. I might still do something with him because he's young again. I never gave him a makeover, so he has these really ugly snake earrings in that are just horrible. But he looks like a scientist. Oh yeah, he is a scientist. I did start him out. He wants to be a creature-robot crossbreeder. So I did actually start to play that, and he got to level 5. And he does have a garden in the back, I believe. So I did try to get somewhere. Are his plants? Ooh, most of his plants are gone. Okay. Well, I was away from this family, so they kind of do their own thing when I go away from them, and I will show you how I go away from them. Let's click to Terry and her relationship panel. I'm going to find Anne works. Okay, so we're across the street. This is actually where her daughter Hazel moved. Nick and Terry bought this house for her daughter Hazel, but Hazel is one of the kids who died, so I'm going to go to her daughter. So I have the NROS Master Controller mod, and then I just make a new family active. So now I'm across the street at the next house. Hazel is one of the kids who married her imaginary friend, Peter, I believe. Peter. they'll show up. It takes a second for everything to show up. Let's see where Peter is. Peter's an elder. Yeah. He did have blue hair when he was first changed, but now that he's an elder, he just has gray hair. I did not end up playing Hazel and Peter. The only thing that I did with them was I made them an active family long enough to have them woohoo and create children, so that they had children. And then I had Terry have relationships with her grandchildren. So this is Edward and Anne. They have another one who has moved out. I'm not going to show you her just yet, but I will. Edward I haven't done anything with. He transformed into this very weird outfit. I never gave him a makeover, but I see him around town a lot. Alright, let's see who the next one is. Granger was actually the oldest, and he was the first to die. Who's that? Okay, not yet. So maybe I should go to Peter. Okay, actually, let me go to Terry and explain something really quick, because... Alright, I guess I won't make her active, but I'll just explain this. Okay, so she used to go to the future a lot, and there was this really weird glitch. She and Granger and Hazel were in the future, and they spent actually a long time in there. I think they ended up aging up, and Granger got a wife, and he had a child. So he had a child, but because of something that went wrong in the future, the first baby was living with the wife's family. So I made the wife part of the active family. And then, what was the wife's name? I can't remember. She was a land grab, but I can't remember her name. So when I had Terry was pregnant, and she had a baby, and his name was Alexis. Oh, maybe I won't make her active because I want to show you something. Okay, so she had a baby, Alexis, and then Granger's wife had a baby. What's his name? Trilon. I named him Trilon. Just some stupid weird name. Okay, let's see. I wanted to see if baby Alexis was actually still on her relationship panel. Oh, there's the wife, Laura. Okay, that was Granger's wife. Okay, so they came back to the present, and apparently I thought I had a mod in that expanded the amount of people that you could have in your household, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. I have it now, definitely. But so instead of bringing back the wife and the children, I ended up with double of everyone in the household. So there was 2 Terrys, 2 Grangers, 2 Nicks, 2 Phillips. So I had to take everybody and move them out of the house. So there is another family that is Terry, Nick, Granger, Hazel, Sylvia from the main family living in the town. And sometimes I come across them. And let's see. So I'll see another Philip Schall, but I'll be like, that's not my Philip Schall. So it's really strange. See, there's another Philip Schall. That's not my Philip Schall. It doesn't list him as a family member. Okay. We'll go to Lionel, because Lionel is Sylvia's son, and she's one of the daughters. And again, I didn't play Sylvia or Lionel. I just went to Sylvia and her husband and had them make children so that Terry could have more grandchildren, because I guess Terry just really wanted a lot of grandchildren, and she has a lot of grandchildren. She actually has great grandchildren now. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's been in this helmet. I gave him a makeover, but my game crashed, so he's back in his stupid helmet. Let me go to the house. Oh, I guess Sylvia died. That's news to me. But Sylvia was another one who married her imaginary friend. So Steven was her imaginary friend. And I don't think Steven had blue hair. Yeah, I think the first one he came out, he was black and he had blue hair, which was really interesting for the children that they ended up having. And then Steven, I think, just had brown hair, if we can find him. But I gave them a nanny bot too because they were really crappy parents. I would come back to the family and they would be out in a park somewhere and their kids would just be sitting on the porch somewhere. I'd be like, oh, that's nice. Parent of the Year award goes to you. Okay. Oh, they actually have another kid. I moved her out. Amy. Let me actually go to Granger's house. Granger died. But he had a wife and he had kids. This is his wife. He married Aisha Ansari, which is just one of the... I mean, if you play Sun Valley, you've come across Aisha Ansari. Here we go. Okay, here we go. It's just taking its precious little time. So this is telling me Nick skinny dipped. Terry was invited to a party. This is house I don't have active right now. Let's see. Who do we have? We have Aisha. We have Trilon. And Shauna. Okay, so I was actually able to go back into the future. And when I went into the future, Hazel and Laura and the babies were still there. But they weren't part of my active household. So they left. But they only took Alexis. They left baby Trilon. So I was stuck with this baby who was not a part of my active household. So I was in the future alone. Terry, not me. So I had to make Trilon, the baby, part of the active family. So I brought him back to the present, and I went and grabbed Granger's other kid from the other household. So I had Elizabeth and Trilon from the future, grabbed them, brought them back to the present, and put them with Aisha and Granger, who already had Shauna as a baby. So they must be at a restaurant or something. That is not their house. So it's been very complicated. And this family I did play a little bit. Granger was a writer. He got pretty far in the writing career. Shauna moved out for a little while. But it didn't work out. She was trying to be a famous rock star, and she was living with her cousin Elizabeth. No, Elizabeth is actually her half-sister from the future. And her cousin Amy, Sylvia's daughter, who married Peter, her imaginary friend. So let's go to Elizabeth. Oh, I just clicked on her. Oh my god! What the hell? Okay, I just go to Elizabeth and her butt's on fire. Alright, how do I get here? Okay, master controller, make active. Alright, here's Nick. He was just at home. Oh my god, she's gonna die. Someone put her butt out. I'm in shock. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we're not gonna see Elizabeth around anymore. And Nick is here, so he just watched his granddaughter burn to death. I don't know who that is. Molly French. I don't know her. Oh my goodness. take a photo together. She's like completely oblivious. I'm just gonna take a photo. I can't believe it. Oh, there's Kristin. I'll explain her in a minute. That is insane. I feel so bad for her. So her story was Elizabeth and Amy and their uncle Harper, who was Terry and Nick's son. So that's their uncle. These are the nieces. This is one of the bots that Terry made to help with cleaning and stuff. Oh, look, imaginary friend. Buddy never became human. So they were trying to be rock stars together. Like, Harper was trying to become a singer, and Elizabeth and Amy were rock stars. So they were like the Showtime family. I wonder if I can grab Elizabeth and put her in. Oh my god. I can't believe it. No, it's just gonna disappear. She's like, oh well. It's been swell. Oh, there's DeAndre. DeAndre is Alexis's doppelganger because when Terry 2 was with the Schall 2 family that I had to move out because everyone was somehow doubled, Terry was still pregnant. So Alexis was born in the future. He stayed in the future, but Terry came back. She was pregnant still, so she had another baby. And that is Harper. Harper's the singer. And DeAndre is Harper's, like, world twin. It's super weird. Okay. So now that that's explained, oh my god, that is so strange. Elizabeth.
Bill Sore? Oh.
It was the performing family. They were going to all be superstars together. And she's just like, la 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 la. I'm going to work like usual. Oh no, is that phone call? Gonna let her know her cousin just died. Hello, this is just to let you know that your cousin Elizabeth has burned to death in the bistro. That bitch. And here she is eating burned food. Doesn't this robot cook? Well, that robot did not cook this food because he does not, or she does not cook burned food. And she is so unhappy. Sims are so bad at taking care of themselves. It's crazy. Okay. I think that's the last. This family I was playing. So I was playing. See, that's the perils of clicking away and making other families active. Like Terry, she kept getting a different job. Like her job was to create bots. That's what she did. After raising her family, she's like, okay, I'm just going to be a robot creator because I'm a bot fan. And every time I would click away from her, she would get another job. So I would have to quit that job and go back to the city hall and be like, you're a bot maker. That's your job. Quitting that job. Oh, now she's mourning. Oh, she's mourning somebody else. I don't even know who Nick also is. Devin Spector. Okay. Now let me take you to the family I have currently been playing. And it is Kristin. Kristin is Hazel's daughter. That's the first family I showed you. And I don't see her on the relationship panel. Oh, there she is. I don't know what just happened. Okay. This is going to be the last family I show you. I think that's everybody. But mostly the whole future thing is what threw my game off. My games always end up with some weird glitch. Oh good, she's home. I've always seen everyone's tired. Okay. Here is Kristin. She is Hazel and Peter's daughter. And she married Planchette Spector, who is from the future But he just decided to be in the present. Okay, there's their house. Here is their house. There's their first daughter, Brienne. She was actually born when I was playing another family, so I did not name her, although I think it is a pretty name and I could have changed it if I didn't like it. But they were trying for a second baby, and it just would not happen. So I had Planchette get the fertility treatment. So their next attempt worked, but it was twins. So they had Devin, who was going to bed, and they had Calliope, who is just coming home from I have no idea where, because I was clicked away from them, and they do whatever they feel like doing when I am not playing them. So right before I started recording this, they actually just aged up. So they have a little while before they're teenagers. Let me turn the lights on just so it's brighter. The recording just always makes everything really dim. Okay. This room. Oh, and then it doesn't render. That's super pretty. Alright, come on in. Well, this is Calliope's side of the room. This is Kat's as soon as it decides to show its pretty little face. This is her desk, and she's got some makeup and a purse and a stack of magazines. And this is a little candy dispenser, which I thought was really cute. And this is her dresser with a vanity. And this is Devin's side of the room. Over here is Brienne's room. Oh my gosh, why is this not rendering? I almost never have a problem with... There we go. Oh, she's really digging that dramatic music. And this is Brienne's computer, and teenagers are the one who set the booby traps, so I do not know why she booby trapped her own computer. That does not make any sense. So I built this house. It started as a single floor. This whole area was the bedroom. I mean, the living room and the bedroom, and just this area right here was the kitchen, and right here was the bathroom. I didn't even have any of this. I added the office, which is why when you put the walls up, the door is glass. You really don't want a glass door for your bedroom. I just haven't gotten around to changing that yet. So this is the living room. I expanded it, added some stairs, expanded the kitchen and made it nice and bright and big. I added the upstairs. So this was the baby's room. So Brienne was in here and the twins were in here. But Brienne aged up and there were two babies. So this became Brienne's room. It's really small, but it works for her because the only thing she does in it is sleep in it. And there is actually an attic. Let me turn the lights on so you can see all of the nothing that is in here. Let's just, this room. Oh, it's not even that bright up here. So the only thing I have up here is the charging stations for the robots. Oh, and another thing. This robot was actually... Did my game just freeze? Oh, it froze. That's fun. So this top robot right here is Matilda Q. Every robot I made, I put a Q at the end of their name just to identify that it was Terry's robot and that it was a robot. So she was the nanny. She was Kristin's nanny. And when Kristin had her twins, I took her from her parents' house. This robot, his name is Spirit, but it's spelled funny. Like there it is, 5P1R17. He came with Planchette from the future. I do not like the robots. I don't care about them. I do not play them. I just let them cook and clean. And then I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to clean up anything. I don't have to cook anything. The only thing I have to do is go to the refrigerator and eat leftovers. Usually I have my Sims learn a cooking skill, but in this particular household, I'm just like, you're just going to eat leftovers, because the robots, they cook really high quality meals, and then they immediately put it in the refrigerator. So, you know, I do have a basement, but there's no access to it. Okay, let me put the walls back down. So the only thing they have to do is go to the refrigerator. I'm hungry, and let me have some leftovers. And look at all these leftovers. You got some cake, you got some ceviche, you got some chili con carne, cookies, ratatouille, cheese plate, cheesesteak, falafel, all those choices, and they're all high quality. So I just wanted to take you on a quick tour of my weird little world here. It looks like I may have frozen again. Okay. It got super complicated because of the glitches, and it got super complicated because I was clicking to these families, making them have babies, and pretty much ignoring them. But right now I'm playing Kristin and Planchette, and I'm going to see what happens when their babies grow up, and we're going to see how their family turns out. But this is not going to be my Let's Play. I just wanted to do a quick introductory video and show you a little bit about how I play The Sims. And when I do my Let's Play, I might use the master controller to switch around to different families, but strange things happen, and I'm not sure if I'm quite up for that. But yeah, my name's Judy, and it's been fun.